Okay, guys, welcome back. Sean from AdLace Studios, and as promised, today is the Triple F gear review. And I just tried out this little USB Mix 3, made by Art. And today we're going to do the gear review in part with Long and McQuade musical instruments, and you'll see that over here. And let's get into the review. So what you just heard me doing there was laying down a guitar track for Rat Shame Shame Shame, playing with that a little bit there. So first, right out of the gate, let's talk about the construction of this thing. It's heavy. Okay, it's got a metal cast case on it, and it is pretty awesome. So it's very well built. And we're going to get into. We can get a good shot of this right here. Hopefully that focuses. Let's do that. And actually, I'll show it to you on screen here because it's kind of neat. So right away, let's look at the very first box, which is right here. This box right here, or let's look at the very first in the. Okay, right out of the gate, let's look at the first input, the channel 1 input. And this is kind of nice because it's meant for an XLR. You can plug an XLR microphone into this thing, no problem. And you can plug a 57, a 58, a condenser microphone for a studio microphone. And I'll show you what the difference is there. I'll explain the difference to you. So let's start with a 57 right here, I guess. A 57 or a 58. These are dynamic microphones, which they don't need an external power source to work. Whereas a condenser microphone, that's right here, is that one is XLR as well, but that one needs a phantom power boost, if you will. And so if you look on the screen here, right where my mouse is right here, that's the phantom power. So you depress it, it adds a little kick to the condenser mic, and it gives you an extra 48 volts that you will need. Otherwise, you just won't hear it, type thing. So the other nice part about the input, the first input on it, is your 1/4-inch cables. So these will actually fit right in there. They fit right in the center, just like that. Let's talk a little bit about that. Why would you use that? Well, a lot of people don't have the right connections. For number one, I guess you might have an XLR to a 1/4-inch cable like this, or you're going to plug your guitar in. Your guitar can go in here as well. So this cable right here, that's an unbalanced guitar cable. This cable right here is a balanced cable. And so let's just, talk about what the difference is between these two. So an unbalanced cable is it's a low impedance cable. This is a TS, tip and sleeve. Okay? This is a balanced cable. This is a TRS. You got your tip, you've got your ring, and then you've got your sleeve. So basically how this works is you've got your signal feed and your ground, right? On the unbalanced. Okay, on the balanced cable, you have your tip right here. Then the middle part, that is called your ring, and your bottom is your sleeve. Okay, so basically what this is your signal. You signal left, signal right, and then your ground. That's what that is. And the difference between a high impedance and a low impedance is noise. Okay, it's important to know what your cabling does. You kind of think of it as an unbalanced cable, which is the TS cable, will be it's a noisier cable than the balanced line. Okay, the balanced lines are still noisy, but you've got a left and a right, and so you think of it as it's out of phase. So the left will go up, the spike will go up and the right will go down, and they're in the exact same spot, and so they cancel each other out. Therefore, it's acquired a cable. We can get into cables in a later video, but I just thought I would touch base on that real quick. So why low impedance, high impedance? You got, oh man, I could go on for days about this, but let's not do that. The high Z is meant for the unbalanced line. Okay. The line cable is more of a keyboard, a keyboard, or so when you have your line depressed. Okay, high Z, push it in, guitar cable. Line cable is like a keyboard. Okay, so a line cable it's like a keyboard, and it's usually balanced signal that comes out of there. It's quieter, and so that's all you need. So, or maybe you got an MP3 player or something. That would be like a line cable, direct to go out right away. And okay, so that's channel 1. So it's very functional channel. So channels 2 and 3 are quite unique as well, or they're a little bit different. They're 1/4 inch, right? So they're 1/4 inch like this, but you've got a 1/4 inch left and you got a 1/4 inch right. Okay, so you can run a left and a right for one channel. Okay, so that'll be channel 2. If you want to run 2 instruments in there, plug one into the 2 separate instruments, right? So you plug one into the left and one to the right, and they will work as independent instruments. The level on it will be the same though, so you've only got control for one volume control or level control for both of those channels. So a little bit challenged that way, but still a great device. And so next to that, you've got your main output, left and right, obviously, right? So the nice thing about this unit, I'll get into that in a second. So the main out, so how that works is, so you would plug your microphone in right here, and it's USB out to your computer on the back, or it's USB to 110 volts as well. So you don't need to hook this up to a computer, and it will run as a board as well. So that's kind of nice for a live show. You're limited for channels for a live show, but it'll get you through. If you're just a single, acoustic playing person or something like that, this thing will be awesome. And, if you're recording, this thing will help you there as well. So these 2 line outs, if you're in a live situation, you will simply run a line from here into a power amp or an active speaker. So microphone, instrument, to the speaker, okay, to the powered speaker. And that'll run you a live rig right here, right in the box, just that big. If you're using that for recording, your line outs, actually the main line out you won't really use for the recording piece of it, but you'll use the headphones. Okay, so the next to that is the headphone jack, and that jack is nice because this is what you're going to monitor back on when you're recording, right? And so you can play live and then bounce it back through your DAW and bring it into your headphones. Let's go to the bottom here. So now, right in the bottom, here we go here. So there's the phantom button that I talked about for condenser mics like this, right? So that's how that one works. There is your rotary gain, okay, for your channel 1. And next to that is the USB playback to channel 2 and channel 3. This button here is pretty unique. So what that's going to do, like I said, if you want to use this as a live rig, you're going to leave that button depressed, like unpressed. If you want to use it in your DAW and you want to monitor back, channels or tracks that you just laid, you have to push it in. And when you do that, it will assign it channels 2 and 3 to come back here via your headphone out. So that's pretty cool. I did have some time to play with this, and I've actually used these before, so I know a fair bit about them. And underneath that, you've got a rotary dial for channel 2 and 3 for your level. Okay, so that's going to control both of those channels if you got two instruments in here. All right. Next to that, you've got a power button or a power light, LED green light that shows you got power. The rotary dial right here, this one right here, is for your headphone control, so your headphone level, which is pretty good too. So it goes to some good volumes that way. And underneath that, you've got your main mix level. So this is again for your live mix shows that you're gonna do. It's great. This is your right here. This guy here, that guy right there, is your USB power supply. So you'll just simply plug that into that like that. Then the other end, either for live show, you plug that right into a power source, or if you're doing recording, you simply unplug the USB from it, or the power, one of those, right? And you plug that right into your computer. And that is how that's how it becomes an audio interface for recording. And with this unit, you also get a CD comes in the box, and it's got Audacity in it or on it, which is cool. So I don't know a whole bunch about Audacity. I wasn't going to load it on my computer because, it's I use Studio One, and it'll work with any DAW. It doesn't have to be Audacity by any matter or any stretch, but which is fine. But I didn't want to load it up and confuse my system for this review type thing. So it's a pretty powerful little unit. Let's talk about so we did the facts. We kind of went through each little component here, and we talked about all the facts. Let's talk about the functionality of this thing. So you can use it for recording, as mentioned. You can also throw it in your gig bag and go play a show with it, or do a little side stage monitor mix with it. There's many different things you can use this for. Use it for podcasting. You could do that. That's an option. Make YouTube videos. You could definitely do that with it. And it's a great deal. It's like $99 at Long and McQuade Musical Instruments in Saskatoon, or in Canada. That's what the price is on it. And go check it out, man. You won't be disappointed. I don't think you will. I know you won't be disappointed. Just go check it out, because they got some really good stuff there. And if this fits your budget, then that's what you need to get. Yeah, I won't let you down. Check out Long and McQuade. Go to their website. Go see Barry. Go see the guys down at the store. They'll help you out. They'll hook you up. If you're not from Saskatoon, you got Long McQuade in your area, check them out. Or order online. They'd be more than happy to ship you some items as well if you choose to do that. As always, again, Sean, AdLace Studios. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Smash the like button if that's your thing. And yeah, that's my very first gear review. And hopefully they'll get better as we go. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.